That was abrupt. I almost got caught dancing.
Better to be caught dancing than like picking your nose or something.
Exactly. Brad.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another volume of RepTales. Glad to be here. Glad you all could make it. See a lot of people in chat already. Let's see. I forgot to pull up our mission statement, so I think we'll skip that this week. But today we have a super awesome, very special guest. I'm sure you all recognize him. Ferlo's Aquatics.
Welcome, Eric.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Get everything
There
moved
we
around here. There we go.
Big.
Good.
We're going to dig right into it.
Welcome to the stream, Eric. Appreciate it
Thank
very
you.
much. You
Thanks for having
agreed
me.
to come up tonight.
Been looking forward to it.
So here's Bob.
There he is. There's the Godfather.
Mr. Bob. All right. Well, Eric, you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and things you got going on?
Yeah. Most of the people in here know me, but for those that don't, I'm Eric Ferlo of Ferlo's Aquatics. I live in Northwest Florida near Pensacola. I started out keeping fish a long time ago, probably when I was about 7, 8 years old. And just recently, over the last 2-3 years, got heavy into reptiles. Me and my wife. She was actually into it before I was, and they just kind of snowballed from there. Like literally, just like a tiny snowball rolling down the hill, and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now I have a house full of fish.
Became a snow monster.
What's that? Oh, James says you're not sure about this air.
Said it became a snow monster.
Yeah, it became like the abominable snowman. Oh, James says I'm not sure about this Eric guy. Beard looks fake. It's very, very real. It's very real there, my friend.
So, how many reptiles do you have now?
Oh my God! You had to ask me that, didn't you?
How about this? How many reptiles did you get at the reptile show last week?
Let's see. I know me personally, I got 2 bearded dragons, 2 babies. We got a hognose. I don't know what the heck that was. We got a hognose, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite animals.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I didn't realize they were so docile.
Yep. That's my favorite snake. Oh my God.
What else did we get? We got a couple Everglades. Sorry, dog wants his 5 minutes of fame. A couple Everglades rat snakes. Those are really pretty. They're like kind of like a scaleless corn snake almost.
Ooh.
Wow, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. Like rat snakes and corn snakes are very similar. What else did we get? We quote unquote rescued a crested gecko female that was a breeder. That they had a table full of breeders and none of them had tails. Yeah, they were. We call them frog butts.
Yeah, monkey butts. Yep.
And she's doing good. She's actually in that enclosure right behind me, right there. She's not sticky, like that you can usually climb on glass and stuff.
Yeah.
She's not sticky. She can't climb on glass.
That's odd. Is it like a diet thing, or
we don't know? I mean, we weren't too sure. Like we were kind of hesitant to buy from the person, but we just I don't know. Dory wanted it, so we were like, so we got it, and she laid 2 eggs like 2 days after we got her too. So
Fertile?
they're looking good so far. We put them in the we put them in the incubator, so we'll see what happens.
Well, that'd be cool.
We'll see what she bred with. I'm hoping it was like bred with a lily white or something. That would be awesome.
Yeah, right. Surprise.
Yeah, that's literally a surprise. We don't know what morph she was bred with. So, but the eggs are looking good so far.
Is her weight okay? I mean,
Yeah, I mean she's very hefty. I wouldn't say she's overweight, but she's a.
I wonder if it's some kind of a vitamin deficiency or something.
It could be vitamin. It could be like we looked it up. It could be anything from poor husbandry to diet to stuck shed on her toes.
Oh,
But we're trying to get her healthy. So
Yeah.
she's doing good. She's very very friendly too. Like she'll sit on your hand right here
wow.
as long as you let her. I mean,
Podrick had a question for you. Are the Everglades yellow?
yes,
Oh,
they're like a yellowish orange, I would say.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen one of them before.
They're pretty. I mean, soak her feet in warm water. I will remember that, Patrick.
so what kind of setup do you have that hognose in? Did you know you were going to get one?
That's actually my wife got that one. She's been wanting one of those. She's been chomping at the bit to get one of those.
Me too.
Actually, it's right next to the computer on the desk here. Oh. There it is, right there,
Oh,
right in here.
now is that
It's
a
just
20 long?
No, that's just like a little one of the small wide exoterras.
Yep.
Because it's a baby right now. It's only like it's not even a foot long.
Yeah.
So
Eric, what was that water container in there?
In with the hognose?
in the
Yeah.
hognose,
Yeah.
I just have a water bowl in there with it.
What kind of water bowl? That's what I mean.
Oh, it's one of those exoterra water bowls.
Okay.
Nice.
And what does she eat?
She eats pinkies.
She's little. She's little.
Yeah, she's little.
Yeah.
Luckily, we've got plenty of those right now. We had to start breeding our own rodents
I
because we have so many snakes.
Oh my God, John would just kill me. He would kill
Like
me.
$100 something a week in mice from the pet store.
Wow.
It's like, I love you guys, but I really don't want to spend that much on every week on mice, so I'll just grow my own. Yeah,
One day I will have a hog nose.
they are cool. It's the albino red striper. A red stripe albino is the one that it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I saw the picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
That is absolutely the one on my list.
Dory,
I
Or-
saw the picture of the what was it? Not the crest, but the
the bearded dragon.
bearded dragon that was
Mhm.
so red that I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
seen one that red before.
That
Really
was-
pretty.
That's
Really?
exactly what I was looking for. The one that was
that-
super red.
That one was almost blood red. So
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
And the other one's
How old
pretty.
does she have to be to breed?
They have to be a year old.
Okay.
So I've got most of my beardies are ready, except for those two. And I've got one other. It's called a genetic stripe. It's got basically two racing stripes. It's like a green, like an OD green color with two like light tan stripes down each side of its spine. And that was pretty cool. And but yeah, they got to be about a year old. So we're coming up on. I've got a 0 female, and my 0 male are going to be ready by the end of this year. So, and then behind me, I have a super red male that one of the girls I got this past weekend is going to be for him. So he won't be breeding for a little while, but unless I decide to breed him with something else. But
Right.
So how
And,
old are the ones that you got?
how old are they?
They look
One
like they're just a couple months.
Yeah, one was born at the beginning of last month, I think on the 6th, and the other one was born, I believe, at the end of last month.
Oh, so they're both babies.
Yeah, they're both babies. They got a ways to go yet. So
And I kind of know the answer, but what's the plan for all your reptiles?
well, we've actually started kind of a side gig. Um, we're going to be breeding ball pythons and breeding bearded dragons and breeding geckos, and we're going to be selling online and selling to our local pet store.
Are you going to be doing any shows?
Yeah, we're going to try to do at least the Repticon around here, and eventually, I would love to be able to be a part of that, the Reptile Expo in Daytona that we just went to.
Wow.
That was a really fun show. We're definitely going back next time they have it, and it's called 850 Aquatics. It's just our area code, and or not aquatics, exotics. Duh. And it's our area code in exotics, you know. And yeah, I already got stickers printed out, and we're going to be starting a YouTube page too for that. So.
Oh, good.
Uh,
So you're not going to mix the aquatics and exotics.
No, I'm going to try to keep those separate
because one's going to be a business.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably still show some reptiles on my aquatics channel.
You know, I've always told you need to show your reptiles more.
Yeah, I know.
How can one get one of those stickers?
Shoot me an email. Ferlo ASC at gmail.com.
If somebody puts that in the chat.
Uh-oh. Cool. Are we going to be able to see any of your animals tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like I said, I'm going to try to carry the laptop around with me and just turn the camera around.
You can pull that hog nose out if she's awake. Like, I just want to see that hog nose.
She's actually right up front.
Oh.
Let's see if I can get her out without
Jenny Lynn asked, how big does a hog nose get, and do they stay docile?
They stay docile, and I'm pretty sure they get like around 3 feet long. They don't get very big. They don't get very big.
Males stay around 2.
Yeah.
And females around 3.
Females get bigger, yeah. Come here. I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, that is my dream snake.
Wow. So, you know, if I were to get the sand bow out like that, he would be biting me all over the place. It shows you how docile they are.
Has he ever played dead for you yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting for it. I can't wait.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's cool.
Has he done his pretend bite? That's what they're known for. They go like that. They like pretend to bite, but they don't really even open their mouth. They just hit you with their nose.
They're actually venomous, but not enough to hurt anything.
Yeah, they have to chew on you for a while.
Yeah, and what I didn't realize also is that they're part of the cobra family.
Oh,
really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
didn't know that.
They're part of the cobra family. We've just kind of been doing a little bit of, you know, useful knowledge research on them. You know.
Edie says, I don't think I ever sighed like that when looking at a snake. But it is so cute. Oh my God, that's my dream snake. I just have to make a decision if I want John to leave or not.
Yes, Bob Purcell, they're real thing.
Yeah, why are we always yelling? Put the email in the chat. Yeah, just email me, and I'll admit I'm kind of slow with email. So if I don't get back to you right away, just email me, tell me you want a sticker, and give me your address, and I will get them out when I can. So.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Patrick said it's unusual for captive bred hognoses to play dead. You really have to scare them.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to. I'm not going to scare it that much. Probably scared it enough getting it out. So.
Very cool. How far out would you say you are from starting the actual breeding
For everything, or just like snakes, or
in general?
um, this next year, 2023 is probably going to be the start of it. So
Okay.
a lot of our snakes are going to be right at size by then, or bigger. And the beardies, like I said, they'll be ready by the end of the year. And our geckos are already breeding. The cresties and gargoyles, they're already breeding. We've already had plenty of them.
Now, are any of your snakes in a racking system?
Yep, we have all of our pythons in a racking system.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way we could fit 40 something enclosures.
And what size drawer does that racking system house? About.
I have most of ours are not full grown yet, so they're in the smaller racks. But I mean, I'd say the rack is like 3 by 18. I would say.
Oh, that's a pretty big rack.
Yeah, and then the 6 big ones we have, those are probably about a foot bigger and about 6 more inches wide. So.
Nice. And do you have a website built already, or
We are building a website.
Yeah.
We're doing it ourselves, so it's taken a little while.
Yeah.
well, you got time, so
Yeah. We're trying to get everything breeding right now, and then we're going to try to get the YouTube channel up and running and start doing some videos on there. We've been I've actually, against my better judgment, I joined TikTok. So
Oh no!
I mean,
yeah,
my wife's already been on it. She actually named her TikTok channel 850 Exotics. So there's a bunch of stuff on there from her.
Oh, I'll have to check it.
Yeah.
I love TikTok.
It's fun. I gotta limit myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's quick and easy. It's different than usually Facebook. It's just
Oh yeah, because you can just keep scrolling through and
yeah.
that's I set up a TikTok and I posted a couple videos on it, but I haven't done much more with it. But YouTube and Instagram, and these guys forced me to get back on Facebook.
I know. I was surprised when I got a friend request from you. I was like, "Huh, okay."
There's not enough time in the day.
No, there's not. There really isn't.
Jenny Lynn wants to know, how old does a leopard gecko need to be before you start breeding?
I honestly, my rule of thumb with anything is I wouldn't try to breed it younger than a year. Just to make sure it's mature, because I mean most of those things don't hit maturity until about a year old, anyways. So.
Eric,
Yes.
Dragon Lair wants to know if you watched Dave Hoffman's Ball Python movie.
I have not, but I need to, and
It's an actual movie?
I actually saw him at the RepTales show.
Oh, cool.
I saw a few of the bigger YouTubers there. It was pretty cool. I didn't get to meet him or anything, but
Next year, once you have your new channel, that would make it blow up.
Right?
yeah. I think Dee Dee asked if I was going to change the name of my channel. No, but I am starting another channel, Dee Dee. That's going to be strictly for reptiles. Matter of fact, I think it already exists. We just don't have any content on it. So I'm pretty sure when we first decided to do it, I went ahead and just made a channel so that way whenever we were ready.
Well, you want to give us the link so that we'll put it out there? Because
exactly, yeah, so people can go ahead and join.
Yeah.
So let me get my YouTube real quick. Just make sure.
I mean, Candy has tons and tons and tons of subscribers, and she doesn't do any content. That's responsible. And the link would be so much easier than trying to find something subscribers. They make it so hard for you.
I'd rather go ahead and be subscribed than when you do start putting stuff out I'll start getting the videos. Yeah.
I don't know why it's not coming up. Oh well. I'll try to figure it out, and I'll get it in on my stream on Sunday.
Okay.
So,
That's good time to bring up everybody in chat. If you're not subscribed to Ferlo's, his link is in the description, and make sure you got everybody on the panel too. All their links are in the description.
all right.
Awesome. So what else can your camera get to another enclosure?
What's that?
Can your camera get to another enclosure?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just pick the laptop up and run around with it.
I'm excited.
Got 100% battery. I had it charging. So
You planned ahead, man. You planned ahead.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick. Bear with me.
By the way, Mike,
That's a painting we got from the RepTales show too of a
That's
blue-tailed day
beautiful.
gecko, or not a blue tail, but an electric blue. So,
Wow.
all right, let's see here.
What was that, Bob?
oh, I thought he was going to have a little dead space there for a minute. I was just going to say before I forget, Ed and I are going to RepTicon here in Chattanooga tomorrow. So
Oh, cool.
I'll try to live stream if we can get Wi-Fi. So let me know if you have an order for anything.
All right, this is that gecko's enclosure, the one that I was telling you that we quote unquote rescued. Big old turtle out of the way.
I'm looking for him.
She's probably sleeping. She usually likes to go inside of that piece of cork bark on the bottom.
Oh.
That's her place to sleep. Like I said, she doesn't climb much. Like, today was the first day I seen her climb, like actually on the branches and stuff. But, yeah, she's sleeping right now.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Yeah. And then next to her, I got one of my bearded dragons.
Wow, is that a 0?
That's my super red actually. That's super red.
Ooh, gorgeous.
He's in shed. He's in shed right now, so he's looking a little pale.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh my God! You don't have RepTales on your dining room table, do you?
I do.
You all know that that's all I've got on mine. Got a
I
brace
do.
on there. Awesome.
Oh,
I love
that's
it.
beautiful.
I love it.
Now, the glass doesn't bother him.
No.
Mine
No.
continually was waving and being submissive to his reflection.
No, my little babies do that.
Okay.
But him, like, no, he doesn't. He's not bothered by anything. The only time he gets bothered is when I try to get him out and put him in the sink for a bath.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's a red dunner. That's one of the ones I got
Whoa.
from
That's
the
gorgeous.
RepTales
Stunning.
show.
That old man.
Oh, look how cute.
Yeah, she's
Oh, walk for us. Look at that.
yeah, she's a camera hog. This one.
So what is she, like 6 months? She doesn't
No,
look
she
like
was
a baby.
She was born. If I read the paper right, she was born last month, like the beginning of last month.
No
wow.
way.
Yeah.
Great job. Look at how big she is.
Mm-hmm. And then over here, I got the shy one. That's the really red one. She likes to hide behind the house.
Now, how long can they stay in the same enclosure? To what age?
Typically I don't put them in the same enclosure, but I mean they're both females, so I would once they get to like sub-adult, I'll probably move them out of there.
Okay.
And then this is my female 0.
Oh.
She's actually egg bound right now, but she doesn't have any. They're not fertile. That's why I got a dig box in there with her.
And she'll be able to get unbound herself? Like how
She
do you
should
get
be, yeah. She's been digging to China in that thing, and
We've had them before where they get egg bound and then we just give them a dig box and they lay them.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, she's a little bit darker of a 02, more like the gray lavender color instead of white.
Dee Dee likes your wood.
These are our red-eye tree frogs.
Look at that rubber tree plant. Beautiful.
Yeah, there's one of them right there sleeping.
Oh, yep.
Those are one of the pictures you got on the thumbnail was of these guys.
The
Susie.
two of them. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're-
Just...
The male was piggybacking on the female.
Yeah, you captured some good shots there. You made it easy.
Dee Dee frogs, probably frogs.
And we've got some. Sorry, I'm probably making you guys sick.
Nope, not at all.
These are blue-tailed day geckos and electric blue day geckos that we hatched out. They're really small, so you're probably not going to be able to see them on camera. But
You hatched them out?
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, these are one of the ones we're going to be selling.
Okay, I'll be the stupid one and say, what's HD mean?
Hatch date.
Hatch day. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go back to the big room now. As I get caught on everything under the sun with these cords.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah, this is our big room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a little fuller than the last
Yeah.
time I saw it.
That's that one right there. The wood rack is our rat rack. Those are mice right there, and the next to them.
Now, my understanding is mice can crawl through a minute hole. Aren't you worried about them getting out?
They haven't chewed through anything. It's the rats, the ones that have chewed holes in their bins that we've had to replace.
Oh man.
Yeah, but they don't get out much. This is our leopard gecko rack.
Did you ever see the movie Ben?
What is it?
Ben?
Ben? No,
I think that was part 2. The first one was Willard. Just saying. He had pet rat. It started off with a pet rat, and then it was 2, then it was 4, and then...
Yeah, my daughter had couple pet rats, and she decided that the best place to put them was, I had like a cedar chest at the end of my bed. So she put their cages there.
Oh my gosh.
And they promptly like chewed up my quilt.
Oh no.
I was
It
not
looks like
happy with her.
It looks like you got black and white film. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones right there.
Wow.
And that one's not out, and that one likes to kick his sphagnum moss all over the place. Because why not?
Yeah, right?
You know, I don't know if she's out, but our Brazilian rainbow boa is in this one.
What size are those enclosures?
The ones that the leopards are in is 20 lumps. I don't know if the rainbow boa will come out or not. Yeah, probably not. She don't come out unless there's food involved. But we got her when she was just a little tiny snake, and she's huge now.
Has she got dirt and sand in it because she likes to dig?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's usually up in this little area right here, up in these little plants. Let's see.
Oh, man.
This is my Aki monitor. He's probably sleeping right now.
You have an Aki also?
I just got it a few months ago. The girl that's the manager at my local fish store breeds them.
And they feel pretty small compared to other monitors, right?
Yes, they don't get nearly as big as like your regular monitors.
But they're still just as smart.
Oh yeah, they're super smart. And we've got this is the false chameleon enclosure, or the bearded anole, however you want to call it.
Aww.
We just got eggs from them too.
Oh wow.
Yep, they lay one egg every month. The female does, and we've got 2 eggs. So
That's awesome.
yeah. And these are our breeding pairs of the electric blue. Like I said, a lot of this stuff you're probably not going to be able to see.
But even seeing the setup is so awesome.
Oh yeah.
So this is our electric blue breeding group in this one.
And is that tape on there because the latch broke?
No, they're actually small enough to where some of these things have gaps in them that they can fit through. And
Okay.
we've had quite a few babies escape.
Yeah, I was just telling Mike that happened with my morning geckos.
Yep.
They're so tiny when they're babies.
So this is my dark frog enclosure.
Oh,
So you might be able to see them. They're usually out hopping around until I
now are you
talk.
going to be breeding them?
No, it's not off the table, but I only have a pair of them now. I want to get more.
What kind do you have?
They're the blue, the really dark blue ones.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah.
Bunny Viper asked if you'll be selling the piebald pythons.
Yeah, we actually have some. We actually have quite a few of those actually that we're going to breed.
Nice.
So, the one on the right, that's our tiger salamanders.
Aw.
Yep, actually,
Aw.
you can see one sticking his face out of the log right
Yeah, I see that. Ah.
there. They're funny.
Do they ever go in the water?
Yeah. We got all kinds of stuff.
And I'm jealous of the dark frog enclosure.
I love.
Oh, go back up a second. I want to see all this food on your wall.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, look at that.
yeah, we breed our own fruit flies, and
Oh,
we actually
wow.
supply our local fish store.
Okay, I just started a red wiggler farm.
Yeah, these are our isopods right here.
Oh, wow, yep.
Then I got my male zero beardy back here.
Oh, he blends right in with the light. Look at
I
that.
know. See if I can get it to where the light's not reflecting him.
He's
Yeah,
like
he's-
a light king. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was a bucket list reptile of mine.
Oh. And is he on a paper towel or white sand? Because he looks amazing.
He's on a paper towel.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, do you do that because you're a functional reptile room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And I don't like putting sand in there with them because if they eat it, it's not good for them.
Right.
And this one right here is the genetic striped beardy that I was telling you about. Don't know if I can get him to come out. But. Come here.
His camera shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
See the stripes.
That's very interesting color, too.
Yeah, he's different. That's why I got him, just because he's different. That's my Euromastix enclosure. He ain't coming out. He went to bed like 3 hours ago.
Yeah. That's on my Euromastix. So they go to bed before the lights go off. I'm like, oh, man.
You have
Yeah,
wood
he's a-
and stone in there?
Yes, I got the cork bark so he can climb up, and then I got the stones all the way up at the top of his basking area so they hold the heat.
Yep. Nice.
This is the eastern collared lizard
I never heard of that.
enclosure. They're pretty cool. They're kind of similar, like picture a beardy with no spikes and like really hyper. Oh, and there's the palmetto corn snake right there.
Oh, wow.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, she was another one that.
I'm telling you, once I started going with the front opening enclosures, I would never want to go back.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
I
So,
like him so much more.
yeah. And I think the animals like it too, especially those that are usually prey. They don't like you coming in from above.
That's the nice thing about those little acrylic things. You know, you can set the tank on the end, you convert them.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, it's like the 20 long that my bush snake was in that's broke. I'm cutting that lid out off of it. I'm keeping it.
And this is the this
Nice.
is that Everglades rat snake enclosure.
Now, did you already have these set up before you went to the show?
We've had kind of a surplus of enclosures,
Okay.
and so that way it just kind of makes it easy on us when we do buy something. We can just like get it out. We already have. Oh, look, he's stretching all out and everything. Look at him.
Paul said, "Hey, there's no water in those tanks. What kind of fish stream is this?" It's a RepTales stream, man. We tell our tales about our reptiles and things.
And then this one right here is the sand boa enclosure.
Oh, is this the one that nips at you?
Yeah, that's the one that likes to bite whenever you try to get it out. And it reminds me of, like, if you've seen the movie Beetlejuice, the sandworm. That's what exactly he looks like. He's black and white striped, and all he does is like cruise around underneath the sand. You don't really get to see him that much unless it's feeding time. But he's pretty cool though.
Now, do you have any of your enclosures bioactive?
Yeah, actually, a lot of them are. Like
Cool.
most of our gecko enclosures are.
Uh-huh.
Like dart frogs are. Anything that's not desert that we have is bioactive. Like real plants, like more. Some of them have fake plants in them, but we have more real plants than fake plants, and then the soil and the isopods and springtails and all that. All right, let's see what else we got.
Night, Monica.
Maybe pull out a couple
Monica Lynn.
pull out a couple ball pythons for you guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to take the headphones off real quick.
Look at those beautiful fish. Oh.
All right. This is a candy ball python, candy het pied. So
Wow. A candy hep pied. Wow.
Yep. So if we breed her with something, there's a good chance we could get piebald candy, which is something that's really sought after right now.
Oh, that would be so good for you if you got that.
Mm-hmm.
Look how beautiful that animal is. And that's a ball python.
This is a ball python, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Aw.
That's so cute. Oh, how can John not want a snake? I don't understand.
Grab another one. Be right back.
Do you ever put the snake back in the wrong drawer? I'll have to wait till he comes back. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it?
Could be.
What do we have? It's little.
This guy right here, he's my lesser pinstripe mystery gene.
Wow. What do you mean mystery gene?
Days when I bought him, they told me it was a mystery gene. I'm pretty sure he's got Woma in him.
Beautiful. Now, I was asking when you were over there, did you ever put the snake in the wrong enclosure, like with another snake?
No, because whenever I do maintenance on them, I just pull them out one drawer at a time.
Okay.
Because I will do that. If I do more than one, I will do that.
Yeah, I could see me doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's one of my newer pickups and one of my favorites actually.
Hey, Bubby.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Now, how much would one of those babies go for?
I mean,
I don't know anything about ball pythons. I don't even know what a wild
Right.
one goes for.
honestly, it depends on what morph it is. I mean, if you get like just a normal morph, I mean, probably like $80, I would say. But if you get like a candy piebald ball python, like what I could possibly get from the one I showed you, like they're the ones like that big at a reptile show are selling for like $2,000-$3,000.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Oh, I hope you have babies.
and I picked that one up that one was $800, I believe.
Yeah, well, I could see the investment when you're breeding
Yeah,
them,
it's definitely an investment.
Yeah. but I just can't see getting one just because you like them. Like,
No, like if I don't know, I wouldn't go spending that much if I was just getting one as a pet.
but then again,
you know?
if you have money and that's your collection, then that's your collection. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because we're not rich by any means, but you know, if it's something we know we're gonna enjoy it and take care of it and breed it, then we'll spend the money on it.
Yeah.
Jenny Lynn says that she's considering a corn snake. And I was just thinking about asking you, Eric, what's your opinion? People almost always say beginner snake would be a ball python. What do you recommend?
Honestly, I mean, corn snakes would be a good beginner. Some of them can be a little bitey, but I mean they're fairly docile, you know.
And where would a hognose fit into that beginner, intermediate, or advanced?
I would say intermediate, like in the middle of beginner and intermediate. Like it's not like if you're getting your first reptile ever, I wouldn't get one. But I mean, if you've kept reptiles before, you're familiar with reptiles, and I wouldn't see a problem with it.
Oh, cool. I'm telling John, you said I could get one.
If he shows up at my house wanting to kill me, I'm going to be upset.
That's all right. He's only like a 6-foot biker guy. He's fine.
Yeah. Select Pet likes king snakes for beginners.
Oh.
Yeah, king snakes I forgot about king snakes. They're good for beginners too.
I've got one. Well, a milk snake.
And I mean, of course, ball pythons. You know, I mean, they
What
are.
about the sand boa?
The who?
The sand boa.
The sand boa. They're fine. They need to be really hot, and they like a sand substrate, so you're never going to see them. Honestly,
yeah.
You know, so if it's something you're wanting to like enjoy and watch, then I wouldn't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, more and more people are saying corn snakes are the best snake to start with. And
Okay.
gotta watch them. I've got one corn snake, my albino Psycho. And honey corn snake is chill, laid back. So
I like the one Bob has.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab another snake real quick. I'll be right back.
Which is the one you have, Bob? That every time you put a camera on, he comes out to the front like one.
What, the corn snake?
Is it a corn snake?
I've got corn snakes and ball pythons both.
What's the one that lives in the tree that you have?
Oh, that's the African green bush snake.
Oh man, I like that one.
He's pretty cool. Yeah, and he does let me hold him. So.
And he seems to be like a little show off.
Yeah.
they are very intelligent.
Oh my gosh.
They are smart snakes. Yeah.
I think the snake's all white.
My corn snakes are not bitey. I'm lucky.
Oh.
This is a blue-eyed Lucy.
Wow, a leucistic ball python.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Hey,
This is one of our adult males too.
Do you ever get bit by a ball python?
Yes.
Okay. And if a snake bit you, how would you remove the head from your body?
Well, most of the time, when they 90% of the time when they bite you, it's just a strike. So they're not striking to latch onto you.
Okay.
If they're hungry, it's a different story. Like if you're going in to feed them and they go if your body temperature is warmer than the body temperature of the mouse, like say you're feeding frozen thawed or whatever, they could mistake you for food.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, did you hear that, Dee Dee? Huh? Is she still there? Did she fall off her chair?
But most of the time when they bite, it's just a strike, and they're not biting you to eat you or anything like that.
That is a beautiful animal right there. Wow.
It really is.
And it has one freckle, one black freckle.
Yep, one black freckle on it.
I'd call him Spot. Look at
Right
that.
there.
Look at that. And it looks like a fish. That Spot looks like a fish. That's so funny.
He's
This is
one of the docile ball pythons I've ever seen too. Like he never gets nasty or anything.
Are you breeding him?
Yes, he will be bred.
Wow, he is just gorgeous. Now I know from my axolotls, I have a lot of axolotls, but the leucistic looks so amazing. There's something about a leucistic animal.
Yeah. We have the leucistic ones that have the jellyfish protein in them, so they glow.
Yes.
The axolotls, yeah.
Yeah, the GSP or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. And it's so funny when they hatch out of the eggs, you could see their eyes. It's like, oh my God.
That's the more desirable leucistic too, with the blue-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
There's my
He
puppy.
doesn't bother with any of the reptiles, your dog?
No, she's more interested in the rats.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
She can't stand the rats. She'll sit over there and bark at them. It's kind of funny. And I remember when one of them chewed a hole so it could stick its head out. She put its nose up to it and it bit her.
Oh my gosh!
Because she came in the kitchen and there was little blood spots behind her. I'm like, what did you do?
Oh my God!
And she just put her head in my lap and was basically like, "Daddy, it bit me." That kind of thing.
I think she's plotting revenge.
One of them. She managed to get one a couple weeks ago. And yeah, it wasn't pretty. But,
That's her job.
Yep, I'm gonna grab another snake real quick.
Yeah, Select THC is much more sought after than GSP. What's the pupper's name? We'll have to wait till he comes back. Bob, do you know her name?
I don't.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
I know it, but I can't remember it. Of course.
Right, this one's in shed. She's my super enchie.
Oh. Wow. No, I like her colors.
I love her eyes. Her eyes are like a blue and yellow almost. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but she's got some of the craziest eyes I've ever seen.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Wow. So somebody in the chat wants to know what's your dog's name.
Her name is Winnie.
Winnie.
Yep.
Winnie the rat killer.
Like in the TV show?
I guess a friend of mine had her and couldn't take care of her anymore, so he gave her to me, and that's what he named her. So, and then our other dog's name is Dallas, and no, he is not named Dallas after the Dallas Cowboys. I just had to put that out there. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Well, you're not in Pennsylvania or the tri-state area, so you're probably not an Eagles fan.
Oh, we forgot to ask him what the pupper's name was.
Winnie.
Oh, I thought that was the dog.
Oh.
Did you say puffer or puppy?
Pupper. Pupper. I guess, yeah.
It's the hearing,
I don't think. Do you name? I didn't name my puffer yet. I need a name for my Fahaka. I call him Fahaka.
Bahaka. I mean,
Bahaka.
that's a good name for him.
Yeah. My little one's Dharma too, so easy to remember.
Oh, that's it. I am getting a hog nose. I got to set up the enclosure first.
How are you going to sneak it in, Susan?
There's the other one.
Oh, I got to wait till the lighting's done. Oh, who's that?
That's Dallas.
Oh, that's Dallas. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his little boots.
He doesn't like
Dallas says, I don't need mom to open the door for me.
No.
You got some beautiful. Oh, he can't hear me. Yeah. I forget he keeps taking. Look at the dog. What are we out for? That is funny.
Hey,
He's like, Dad, why did you shut me out?
They both do that to me. Like they'll go back there, I'll shut the door, and I usually leave it cracked so they can come out, and then they'll just like crack it and stick their nose out.
Yeah, select back. I was thinking of Wonder Years.
And this is a albino Anchi.
Wow, the yellow.
yeah.
What is the one that's very controversial? That head kind of wibble wobbles.
That's the spider gene.
Spider.
I have one of those. We're not going to breed it.
Right. Yeah, I have a silky beardy, and I would never breed her.
Yeah.
But
It's a spider gene. They get the head wobble or whatever. Like,
but she eats just fine, right?
I mean, she, other than the head wobble and whatever you put her in, like whenever you soak her, she does like a corkscrew in the water. Other than that, she eats fine. She gets around fine.
Wow, that yellow snake.
Yeah, I've got it. If you can't tell, I've got a thing for yellow snakes.
Wow. Is there any breed of morph of hognose that would be yellow?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look at that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or get two snakes. I see where this is going. I figure if I get one, I might as well get two.
So you're just gonna have to get one of every color.
And I'm gonna have to get a new fiance because
Yeah.
he will leave. And I kind of like this one.
See,
What
and then
is
he,
it? Pure.
then he shuts himself out, and now he wants to go back there.
I know. I saw that. Lucky says pure spider ball all have the head wobble. Some
Yes.
crosses show little wobble. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because you'll get like the bumblebee, which I believe has spider in it, if I'm not mistaken. And they like, I have a bumblebee as well, and it doesn't. I have two bumblebees actually. One has the head wobble and one doesn't. So.
And did you know what they were when you bought them?
Yeah, I honestly bought them just because I like the colors on them.
Okay.
That's
I have no plans on breeding them. They're more pets than anything else.
Yeah. Jenny Lynn, I'm not buying it, but I would like to pretend like I could buy that. You always need a buddy. Wow. Yeah, and I like yellow fish too.
Yes.
So my yellow severums, the yellow convicts, what are they called? Nanoludius. Yeah, I love a yellow fish. So it would just go to show a yellow snake would be gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, I know which one I got to get out. Hang on a second.
All right, since he's away, I'm going to ask you guys that have snakes. If I was going to get a snake, like a ball python, what size enclosure would I get for full-grown ball python?
most people recommend a 4x2x2.
Okay.
All right, this is an xanthic, pastel xanthic. It's all
Oh wow!
white, gray, and black. This one I named Jack after Jack Skellington from The Nightmare
Oh,
Before Christmas.
yeah. And look at, oh my gosh, that's so cool looking. Hello, buddy. And they just let you pick them up.
Yeah, some of them are a little feisty, but for the most part, they're okay.
I think it was. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he's just a baby too. He's not. I don't even think he's 100 grams yet.
I think it was Grasshopper that was asking maybe last week why they're called ball pythons. So you're seeing here they ball up and they actually
they ball. They
center.
literally ball up into like a ball to protect themselves.
You don't have enough to be a ball.
Nope. Like I said, he's little. If he balls up, he'll fit in the palm of my hand.
Bunny is asking if you were to ship a snake, how would you do? You box it or do you bag it?
I would bag it and then box it. Like you put it in the snake bags like they usually have. Make sure there's a heat pack in it so that it can stay at the proper temperature, and then just put it either use newspaper or styrofoam or something in there so it doesn't get jostled around too much.
And then put it in what, a styrofoam box on top of
Yeah, and then like styrofoam box, and then tape it up and leave a little bit of on tape so it can get airflow.
Now, do you have to label it a snake, or do you just have to label it
They have like live stickers that say live animals.
live animal? Because I think that would freak out the post office if you put.
Oh yeah.
Snake.
Yeah, it goes through the X-ray machine. They see this snake in there.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I think a lot of the boxes come in labeled non-harmful snake.
Oh, I didn't know that. Royal python.
Yeah. Suggestions on calming a snake to make it handleable.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to read their mannerisms. Like you'll be able to tell, like with a ball python, if it doesn't want to be messed with, its neck will kind of be in like an S shape, and it'll lift its head up off the bottom of whatever it's in, and it'll look like it's ready to bite you.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So you have to speak snake.
I mean, you basically have to just learn how to read their mannerisms.
Right.
Yeah. Like if they haven't been fed, like if it's feeding time, I wouldn't try to handle them.
Right.
Because they might.
Yeah, I can do that with my parrot. I can tell right away, just walking in the room, if I should go up and try to pet her or stay arm's distance away. She's gonna bite.
They will definitely let you know if they don't want to be messed with.
Yeah. Okay.
You lucky.
And after you feed them is when you don't touch them. You don't pick them up.
Yeah, because they could wind up regurgitating it and not digesting it properly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how often do you feed a snake? Every other day, or?
No. My small ones we feed every week, and then the adults I would say, depending, every 2 weeks to every month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And how often do you clean
the adults don't need to don't need to eat every single week.
Okay, so if they only eat once in 2 weeks, are they only pooping once in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That's it? Oh wow.
And snakes, I mean, they don't get me wrong, they can make a mess of their little drawers, because I've got a few in here that I'm like, I don't understand how there's only one snake in there. But I mean, they're fairly easy to take care of as far as like cleaning them out and stuff.
Yes, Killer Kitty. The more you interact with them, unless they've just eaten or they're in a bad mood.
Yeah, and that's it too. Correct. Yeah. Very correct. Is the more you interact with them, the easier it'll get.
Yep. Handle them about 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
That's interesting, Select Pet. I know the U.S. can't use royal names in like legislature and
see, I mean, like this guy doesn't care. Like he's fine. Like
That's the skeleton. Would you call him Skelly?
Jack, I call him Jack for
That's
like,
right.
like Jack Skellington.
Yep. That is cool. Very cool shapes on it. Everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, did he keep those shapes, those colors from the time he was little, or do they change like leopard gecko?
They change. They can change. I mean, as they get bigger, their colors will change a little bit, but I mean, they stay pretty true to what they are. But like if you get anything with the yellow, it might get either a little more yellow or a little less yellow as they get bigger.
Okay. But the patterns could
But
change.
the patterns may change a little bit.
Okay. Like a leopard gecko changes drastically.
Oh yes, they do.
Okay.
Talking about how often to feed them, the one thing that I've noticed in the short time I've kept snakes is that when ball pythons decide they're not going to eat, that's worrisome. And of course, they say leave them alone, let them go a month, let them go 2 months. And
Yeah.
Oh wow.
my new, you don't have that with corn snakes. They're ready when you open the lid. They're right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But my new cinnamon that I got from whatever PetSmart, she only ate twice, like 2 weeks apart, and then boom, before I knew it was 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And the next thing I knew, she was looking wrinkled and thin, and so I got online and watched 5 or 6 videos about how to force feed snakes.
Oh, yeah.
I did force feed her, and then I waited.
But, yeah.
No, it's not, but it was doable.
Yeah, it's doable. It's just not fun.
I did it again about 10 days later, and I can tell the difference, but tonight's the night to feed.
Yeah.
I say her, I don't know. I'll get to feed her again tonight. So
We've had a handful of snakes that we've had to force feed, like especially when we first got them. They wouldn't eat.
yeah.
And it basically, I mean, you're basically stimulating their appetite to make them want to eat.
Right.
You know?
But the good thing is she did swallow. She didn't regurgitate it back.
Yeah,
up.
then you got to keep an eye on them after you force feed them because
So
a
they
lot
don't
of
throw it
a
up.
lot of them will be really stubborn and just throw it back up.
Oh.
You know? But yeah, it's not fun. It's kind of
You
kinda
just
worry
putting a carcass down a snake.
yeah, you kind of feel like you're going to hurt it, but I mean, you're really not. I mean, unless you get too rough with it. You know. It's definitely something I don't really like doing, but
No, I
It's-
didn't
it's a-
like
it's-
it.
it's a must. You know, if you keep a bunch of them, and they've got different personalities, just like anything else. You know.
Yeah. I've got another one that's not eating good either, but he's not showing signs of it. But I don't like that about him for sure.
Yeah, that would be my only complaint about them is having to force feed them occasionally.
So how do you weigh a snake to know if it's losing weight? Like how do you get it? Like because I see it's all
Like
balled out.
every time we clean out their drawer, we get a weight on them, just to be sure. I have just a little battery powered scale that does grams,
Right.
and you weigh them by grams.
And what do you put them in a bowl? Like a
Yeah, I just put them in like a Tupperware bowl, and just however much the Tupperware bowl weighs, you take it off, and then that's what they weigh.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to keep track of their weights a lot because I just that always worries me. Like if they start losing weight and stuff like that.
I have the scale, but I hadn't been weighing her, so now I'm weighing her, and she's gaining, but it's
Oh,
slow.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you have any snakes that don't eat rodents? That eat other objects?
No, everything we have eats some
Okay.
form of rodent.
Okay, but there are snakes that only eat eggs, or snakes that only eat frogs.
Yeah. Or lizards or whatever, you know.
Okay.
The Dragon Lair came up with a good idea. Says he saves his gecko sheds in the freezer and puts it over the rat's or mouse's head. That usually gets them to eat it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Try that.
That's gross.
Yeah. I was saying my geckos usually eat their shits, but I mean, if
Oh my god.
That's different. I didn't even think about that.
I've never heard that, so
Uh-huh.
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
So you have so many snakes. Let's say you pull out 10 frozen, or you don't eat frozen mice. Let's say they had frozen mice, and you pull out 10 frozen mice, get them all thawed and prepared. You are going to reek like dinner to them. How do you get that smell off? Like, do you have to put deer pee on your hands or something?
No, I try to wash my hands between feedings. I also use tongs as well.
Okay, tongs.
Some longer like metal tongs.
Oh my God, I got bit by my bearded dragon. I was just feeding some squash, spaghetti squash, and I didn't think anything of it. And I was dangling it, and he latched onto my finger.
Mm-hmm. They'll do that.
I was like, oh, that hurt. I was like, I've never been bit by a bearded dragon before. I was like, oh my God.
One of my that genetic stripe one I have, he like every time I try to get him out, he like jumps and tries to bite me.
Oh my God.
He's a feisty little sucker.
You were going to say something else.
I want to. But,
I didn't realize how much that hurt. Like, because my bearded, I've had bearded dragons for years. I've never been bit.
yeah, they hurt.
Yeah. I was like, and I know it was an accident. He just wanted all of the spaghetti squash, and my finger I didn't think to use tongs.
Yeah.
Because of the bearded dragon.
Select pit, it didn't work for you? Or see the bush snake, it's not going to do that because it's the movement. It's not the smell. It's motion activated. So it has to be live.
This is a banana enchi calico. You can see like some of the calico spots on it.
Oh yeah.
I love the bananas.
Yeah, they're one of my favorites, the bananas.
Why? It's just the color.
I just like the yellow and kind of grayish purple.
Now, does the mate have to have the banana gene to have banana babies?
If you want like strictly banana, yeah, you would need to breed two bananas together. But I mean, if you breed it with something else, chances are you might still get a banana, but it will just be het, whatever you breed it with, you know.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So the banana is still in there. You're just going to skip a generation.
Right.
Okay.
Isn't it like if you breed two different morphs, you'll get some of both parents?
Yeah, and if you want to find out like what exactly a ball python has like in it, like as far as morphs go, breed it with a normal, and then you'll figure it out.
Okay. And that's what you're going to do with your mystery snake?
Yeah, that's the first time around. That's what I'm going to have to do with him because I'm pretty. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's got the Woma morph in him, but I'm not entirely sure. And I want to before I go selling it to anybody, I want to make sure.
Right.
I don't want to be like, yeah, it's just a mystery gene, like the guy that I bought it from.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Oh wow.
Oh, it did work. Okay.
That's kind of the reason why I got this new ball python, Jade, the normal, that I have a deep suspicion that she's got something else in her.
Oh. What makes you think that? Can you see like
her coloration and pattern?
Cool. Well, I think we've gone over.
Yeah, we're hour and 9 minutes.
Oh.
And Eric already was gracious enough to say he would come back for part 2.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Don't you have a lavender snake? She can't hear me.
A lavender snake?
Uh-huh.
I have what's called a purple passion.
Purple passion.
Can we see?
Yeah, let me see.
How much we're going over?
Let me see.
Never mind going over. Say purple.
Yeah, she was being a little funny just a second ago, but let me see if I can get her out. Hang on a second.
We answer to nobody.
That's right.
Oh, I'm already liking this. Already liking it. Look at it.
How often do you get musk, Eric?
What happened?
How often do you get musket or whatever? How do you say it?
What
I
is
had
it?
my first musk the other day. It was the king snake, the milk snake.
Oh, okay.
Nasty. Not as nasty as people talk about, though.
Edie, I don't think he would scream. I think he would curse. Yes, just a
Yeah,
guess.
this is a purple passion.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh,
Very pretty.
It's more
That's
like
the one.
more like a lavender color.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Now, what are those holes around their mouth? Is that part of their breathing, or is that part of their mouth? All the ones you're showing me got
That's
these little holes all over.
Yeah. That's part of their breathing, I believe.
Okay.
well, it's their heat sensors, isn't it?
And their heat sensors too, yeah.
Is that a spine? Do snakes have spines?
Yeah, they have spines.
Ah. Oh.
And that's how you can tell if they're overfed or not. Like if you can't see the spine, that means they're overfed. You want to be able to see it. Not like, super skinny, but you want there to be like a peak in the middle of their body.
So you can tell John that if he doesn't get any snakes, he's going to be spineless.
That's funny.
I think it's going to be one of those things I'm just not going to tell him.
I almost like that one better than blue eye leucistic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I've seen it. He's shown it once or twice before, maybe on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot first, ask questions later, Susie. Sorry, I'm a bad influence. I can't.
Yeah, that's because your wife likes reptiles. Doesn't it pertain to you?
See, I can't say anything. Me and my wife are bad influences on each other. So.
The
Yeah,
best.
I guess his wife got him more involved in reptiles.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go back to the desk.
Dragon said they're called heat pits. Thank you.
Yeah.
Heat pits.
All right.
Oh, that was so awesome. Thank you, Eric.
Of course. Yeah, I've got there's one of the bedrooms that have all our crested geckos and stuff in it too. So next time we'll be able to see that.
Yeah.
Any final words, Eric?
No, I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh my God, we appreciate you coming on.
Now, what time's your live stream tomorrow?
Sunday, 2:00.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 o'clock my time.
Yeah, 2:00 Central Time. So if you're on the East Coast, it'll be 3. If you're west of me, it'll be 1 or 12, or depending on where you're at.
Okay.
So.
Bob, Pam, Susie, any final words?
Oh no, I'm just so thrilled. I appreciate you coming on and showing us all your
No, I
credits.
thoroughly enjoyed it. I love all the different snakes, especially, but I love the lizards too. So
I really appreciate it because it's not like walking by a fish tank, when you're taking them out.
Now, do you have a short-term goal where you and your wife this would be your full-time breeding gig, or?
Eventually, I mean, we have our main business. Our main business right now is our home improvement business.
Okay.
And I mean, we'll always have that running, but definitely, like, I'm not getting any younger, and my legs aren't that great, so I'm not going to be able to do home improvement forever. So
Right.
Yeah.
my legs and my back are not great at all. So yeah, I mean, getting into the breeding, like, and eventually when we're looking to get some property to have a couple metal buildings put on it. And I want to start breeding cichlids again, like I was before. I just breed like I was before.
Wow, cichlids and reptiles. How cool is that?
Yeah.
The only thing better would be cichlids, reptiles, and dirt frogs.
Patrick, you're gonna have to fight my wife for that one. You ain't. No, it ain't gonna happen.
Eric, thank you so much for.
Of course, yeah. I appreciate y'all very much.
I knew this was going to be a good one, so.
Are we going to bring Dee Dee up?
Yeah. Okay.
You better check with Dee Dee. Okay.
So even Dee Dee saw some pretty critters.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even some snakes that she likes. So,
Everybody's a snake person. They just don't know it.
yeah.
I was one of those people. I didn't like snakes till we got our first one.
Right. And I do want to touch on that during part 2 is how do we change the perception of snakes amongst people who are afraid of snakes and think they need to kill them?
There is a video that I watched the other day on, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Clint's RepTales.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
love
saw
that.
that.
Yeah.
He did a video on basically debunking
Yep.
snake myths, like that they're all they want to do is eat you, they're sizing you up, all they want to do is bite you. I would say go watch that.
Okay.
But snakes don't want to eat you. Like I said, if you learn how to read their mannerisms, it makes your life a lot easier.
When Susie asked that about the spine, I thought about that because he said somebody told him they didn't have spines or something.
No, they have spines. I mean, if you
Oh yeah.
just look it up, like a snake skeleton, they're actually pretty wild. They're actually pretty wild looking.
All those round ribs coming off give them their shape, kind of. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Susie, you want to post the link to your store where people can get the.
I don't think I have
RepTales
capabilities of posting. I can't even put a comment out.
Uh,
It is mugged by Q.
Okay.
No spaces, just mugged by QUE or Q. I got the website for both.
Bob, do you have the link?
I can't post it either.
Okay.
Remember,
So
remember we
funny,
got-
StreamYard doesn't let you post anything.
I can go over and post it in YouTube though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What is the link again?
mugged by Q.
.com or
Oh,
Dee
Dee
Dee.
got it.
Dee Dee got it. Yeah.
She's good. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, we're getting
Thanks,
RepTales
Dee Dee.
on there, and I can't wait for a whole line of reptile-like mugs.
I'm gonna have to go on there and order some mugs. I want a RepTales one for sure.
This is gonna be fun. I'm just loving this stream. I'm loving the stream.
Yeah.
It's been
a
nice. Like
blast.
I was excited when you guys started this. It's nice to have some people I know that are into reptiles actually like doing a live stream about it, you know.
Yeah.
And bringing on some people that we don't, you know, that some of us don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, we're having great luck finding guests, and
Yeah.
all except me. Nobody ever answers me when I ask.
I'll say I answer you when you message me, Bob.
I know, but I'm probably asking too big of the channels or something. Or they're not fish people either, so I'll keep trying.
anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. Everybody in chat, good turnout tonight. Lurkers, special shout out to the replay crew. You're awesome. The mods, Dee Dee, thank you all so much. We love you all. We're having a blast, and look forward to your continued support.
And everybody have a great weekend.
Oh yeah.
Good weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week with our guest will be George from Aquaballs.
Yay, George!
Nice.
So that'll be a fun time too.
He's got some froglets too now, I think.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Podrick wants to give props to a great channel. Go ahead.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Like I said, with George, and everybody have a great weekend. Everybody stay safe.
Peace.
We'll
Bye, guys.
catch you next week.
Thanks for
Peace.
hosting us, Mike.